Hey guys, this is Dr. Cadell, and I'll be teaching the Chem 143 for you. This is a little video explaining how this hybrid course works. So it's run through Canvas, um, and probably the easiest way to get to Canvas is to go to the MJC website, mjc.edu, and click on the online classes link. When you do, it'll bring you over to Canvas. Go ahead and log in. If you've never used Canvas before, your login will be your student ID number, your W number, and just tell them, just click on the link that says you forgot your password, and it'll send you an email to your student email address telling you how to set the password and all that. All right, so once you log into Canvas and click on our course, it should look something like this. 4 links over here: home, discussions, grades, and modules. The course is run mostly through the module section, so if you click on that guy, and it should look something like this. Each of these sections is what they call a module. The first 2 modules are kind of administrative. The first is the syllabus module. I'll look at that in a second with you guys. And the second is the laboratories module, which is where you go to get the laboratories, the procedures, and the lab reports and stuff like that. But after that, each of these modules is basically like a chapter in a textbook. Each is a topic. So the first module that you're going to be studying is called Numbers and Measurements. And the way that this is set up is there's a link to a video that I've made. It's on YouTube. That's short, usually 5 to 10 minutes. So if you click on that one right there, and then click again, it brings you to a YouTube video. I'm not going to make you guys watch that. But once you finish watching that, what you do is right underneath that link to the video on Canvas, there's a link to a 1-question multiple choice quiz. It looks like this. So the idea is you should watch the video, take really good notes, because that, you guys, that's your lecture. You should be able to get excellent notes because you can stop at any time you want to, and just make sure you get really good notes and understand what I'm trying to say in the videos. Then when you're ready, come take the quiz. The quizzes are related to the lectures. When you're ready, take the quiz. Now notice you have 2 attempts. It's 1 question, it's multiple choice. So you click on it, something like this. Right. So multiple choice, you just click the right answer. Now, if you don't get it right the first time, kind of resist that urge to just go ahead and take it the second time right away. Whatever reason you missed it for, you want to make sure you fix that. So you can ask me, I'll help you with it. You can on the discussion boards on Canvas or in class. You can talk to each other. If you have a tutor, you can talk to them. It doesn't matter. Do whatever it takes, but figure out what the right answer is, and more importantly, why that's the right answer, and then go ahead and get it right. The idea, you guys, is everybody should get all of the points for the quizzes. All right. So the idea, like I said, is you go through each of these modules like a chapter in a textbook, watch the videos, take good notes, take the quizzes, do the next one, go all the way through, and at the very end, there's the homework. And this is really important. So when you click on that, it's a PDF file and has your homework problems for that module, for that chapter. And I have the answers in parentheses after each question. This right here, you guys, is where you should spend a lot of time. This is how you're going to do well in chemistry, and that is by doing the homework multiple times. And when I say do the homework, what I mean is don't just memorize the steps, because there's way too many problems to do that. Figure out why you're doing what you have to do to solve the problem. Kind of understand the problems. Now, my exams, they're all multiple choice, and they're all based very, very strongly on the homework problems. So the idea is if you can really get good at these homework problems and understand them well, you should just do very well in the exams and in the course. All right, so that's that. And so you're going to go through, watch the lectures, take good notes, take the quizzes, do the homework, and then we'll have an exam, and then you can do the next one, and so on. So basically go through the course that way. That's the lecture part, which you're going to be doing at home. The laboratory part, which is what you guys are going to be doing when you come into to class, is you're going to follow a procedure. Now notice I have for each, these are the laboratories. I have 2 links. Actually the second one is the first one you're going to need. So it says laboratory procedure. This is what you need access to on the day of the lab. So if you can get it on your phone, that's fine, on a tablet or a laptop, or print it out, whatever you want. This is the procedure that you're going to be following. Now, when you look at these, okay, I have these set up where I have an introduction. Well, I have a list of equipment and chemicals that you need. This is mostly for Matt. He runs the stockroom so that he knows what to put out for you guys. Now, in the introduction, I explain the theory, the idea behind these experiments, why you're doing what you're doing. And you should read through that. If you don't quite understand everything, that's okay, but get a feel for it. When you're writing up your lab report, if you don't understand something there, sometimes you're going to come back here. For example, I have equation 5 here. I might reference equation 5 in the lab report. So come back here and look for things that you maybe don't understand. This one's a little longer than most of them. It's the first one. All right, so once you do that, go through all that, then you have, so that's the, excuse me, your procedure is going to look like this. Let me go back up here. So there, it says procedure, right? This one has part A, part B, and part C. So these are the steps you're going to follow. So you must have access to this because this is what you're going to be reading that tells you what to do each step of the lab. Now notice I have like here, it says record these in the data section, page 8, A1 and A2. After the procedure, I have a data table. Now this you should actually have printed out and with you each lab because you're going to be filling this in by hand as you do the lab. So you see A1 here and A2. That's what where you're going to be putting those numbers, those measurements that you take as you're following that procedure, and go through and fill all these out. This is the day of the lab. Okay, so you basically follow that, go through, and then you'll be done. Now, when you get ready to turn the lab report in, now notice, see the dates right here. This is the laboratory report. It's a different file than the procedure. This is the one you're going to be filling out and turning in, and the date here is the date that it's due. Okay, the midnight of that day. So if you click on this, okay, gets you to this page, and if you click on lab report for that one, this is a PDF file, and it has fillable fields in there. So what you should do is first you should make sure that you're using Chrome as your browser, and open it up in Chrome, open that PDF file up in Chrome, and then fill out. And so the first one, maybe it's 22.1. Now the only thing about this is it's hard to put. It's possible, but it's kind of a pain to put superscripts and stuff like that. So for instance, degrees Celsius, just put an asterisk and then C. That works fine. But do make sure you put units. That's really important, you guys. I always look for units when I'm looking at these. Okay, so go ahead and fill this out. So notice, right? Remember that our A1 and A2. This is the same A1 and A2 that you filled out in your data sheet. And then I have you do some calculations like this one. Notice these absolute value bars, right? That means make it positive if it's negative. So whatever you get for A3, you put here. So just subtract 0, which is, gets you the same number over here. And you go through and you fill that out. When you're ready, okay, when you've finished filling everything out, what you're going to do is you're going to go to print, okay? Don't, make sure that you're still in Chrome, your Chrome or Chromium, your browser. Click on this. Now you're going to have some printer set up. So what you're going to do is change the destination to save as PDF. Okay, click on that and then click save. It'll ask you where you want to put it. So just put it anywhere that you know where it is, and click save. And that's that. So now, wherever you put that file, that's going to be in PDF file. That's the file that you're going to upload, okay, to Canvas. So here, back on this page, where it says submit assignment, when you're ready, click submit assignment, click choose file, and I think it was work here. Yeah, make sure you know where you put it. So let's just pick this one. Okay, so pick that one right there. So and then click submit assignment. And it'll be submitted. Once I grade this, okay, you can check, okay, if I have to take any points off, I always leave a comment explaining why I took the points off. You can click on submission details, and this will open up this page right here. Click view feedback, and it'll open up the, this is just something I uploaded, but the comments will be on here. You can, just like that. So that's how you can see. All right, so let's go back here. That's the labs, that's the videos, that's the quizzes, that's the homework. The syllabus, I'll go over with you guys the first day of class. This second link here, where it says lab and exam schedule, that's really important. That's how you know each week when you come into lab what you're going to be doing. If we're going to have an exam, what it's on, and what lab we're doing. So this has the date. If there's an exam, that's the name of the module, and the lab, okay, the name of the lab. This is just a link to the same periodic table that I use on my exam, so if you want a copy of that, there it is for you. And this is a link to a video explaining what I just did a minute ago about how to turn your lab report in. All right, so that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys soon, and we'll get started.